Now, your 13 first alert weather
Welcome
forecast.
back, 12:09, and we do have a few showers that have been working in towards parts of the viewing area, but those are mainly off towards the south. This is, of course, not the main event of the rain that we're expecting, which has prompted that first alert weather day for tomorrow. But if we zoom out just a little bit further, this gives you an idea as to how widespread this system is. Now, we have rain spanning from southeastern Wisconsin all the way into parts of Nebraska and even a little bit further west as that low continues to track a bit further towards the northeast, and that's going to keep those showers in our direction, or in our vicinity rather, over the next couple of days, really starting later on tonight. But our temperatures have rebounded fairly nicely. A lot of us were in the 30s this morning, but spots towards the south that had that cloud cover through the overnight, which acted like a blanket, it kept things warmer for the most part, but a lot of us into the 50s and a couple upper 40s now. But as that low gets a little bit closer towards our area, we'll see that pressure gradient tighten up, and what that would do is create some winds that'll get a little bit stronger. A lot of places now between 10 to 20 miles per hour, and this is just the sustained winds. And again, we'll see these continue to pick up through the course of the afternoon and especially by tomorrow morning. But taking a little bit closer look at this system, this is zooming ahead to tomorrow. Otherwise, again, tracking towards the northeast. But notice that rain still widespread, that pressure gradient continuing to tighten up, and we'll see those chances for showers lasting throughout tomorrow and even into Saturday morning, which has prompted that first alert weather day. Now, with all the prolonged rain that we're expecting, along with some heavier rates of rainfall at times, some places could see 2 inches or even more than that of rain, which of course could lead to minor flooding in some of our lower lying areas. And we'll have those very gusty winds associated with that could get anywhere from 35 to 40 miles per hour. So of course, this isn't what we would traditionally call severe weather. It is impactful and may disrupt some of those daily routines. So just keep that in mind as you're heading into Friday. But now this gives you a little bit more of a high resolution look at what we can expect going into tonight and into tomorrow as well. Now this particular model does pick up on a dry slot moving through the overnight into about the daybreak hours of tomorrow, at least towards the Chippewa Valley. Other models don't quite have as pronounced of a dry slot, and that said, there's still a little bit of discrepancy in the model data as far as how much rain we can actually expect by the time this is all said and done. But again, those chances will persist throughout tomorrow and even into Saturday morning before we ultimately dry things out and give way to just a mostly cloudy sky on Saturday. Now this, again, one particular model as to how much rain that we can expect. Some models like to throw the heaviest amounts a little further towards the west and towards the south, but notice a lot of places at least 1.5 inches, if not 2 inches, or even a touch beyond that going into Saturday morning. As far as our high temperatures today, most of us getting into the upper 50s. Some spots may get really close to touching the low 60s, but tonight, as we have that cloud cover and as we have those showers in the vicinity, that is going to keep us on the milder side with our lows mostly in the mid 40s. Looking beyond that, those showers are going to cool off our daytime highs, especially for tomorrow with our highs only reaching the upper 40s, but then we stay in the mid 50s through the course of the weekend. And going into next week, our overnight lows return to the upper 30s as we do warm up a little closer to average by midweek with our highs in the upper 50s. Now for his Sunshine Awards, Cheryl Stoner would like to nominate Randy Stoner and says, "My husband Randy is my rock. I was really sick and he hung in there through thick and thin. He spent many hours at the hospital. He was also tending to his elderly mother at the same time." Now, if you'd like to nominate someone, send us an email or head over to our website at WEAU.com.
Yeah, with possible heavy rain like that at times, you really have to worry sometimes about flooding.
Yeah, and the winds too, when factoring in 40-mile-an-hour gusts that are possible, that can take down some of those tree limbs and even small branches. So that can cause issues on the roadways too.
All right, thanks, Mike.